Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Joyce, and if you like to learn about makeup, I'm a huge makeup enthusiast. I love all makeup, and if you want to join me on my journey of just playing with makeup and even some skincare, beauty, fashion, home interior, we do some come along with me's, get ready with me's. Then please subscribe and like and join my family. Okay, today we have gotten a few new products in that I wanted to try. A few of these were gifted. They're not sponsored in any way. It's my own feelings, thoughts, and I really like to try things that are good for people with wrinkles, aging skin. I am in my 40s. So everything that, works for some of the younger, tight skin, lucky people don't always work for all of us. So, yeah, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you out so you don't have to make mistakes by buying makeup that maybe won't work for you. But keep in mind, if I don't like something that you like, don't quit using it. It may just be that it didn't work for my skin type. And by the way, I have very dry skin. Obviously aging, wrinkles, that kind of thing. So, if it works for you, keep using it, loving it. It just probably won't be my thing. Okay, so first of all, I have already put some moisturizer on, primed my eyes, did my eyebrows a little bit. We'll come back to them later. But I'm going to start with the Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is an illuminating primer. I don't have real large pores on my face. There's no filters or anything like that. You can see my age spots and everything. But I know for some that have really large pores, illuminating anything is not always good. So let's give this a try. Hopefully it will not make the pores too bad. I usually just blend this in with my fingers. Sorry about the lighting. I am working on getting a different camera. Right now I'm just filming on my iPad. So bear with me as I work the kinks out. This is my first video on YouTube. I do some stuff on Instagram, so I will link that below, but please go follow me on Instagram. I actually shoot a lot more over there and post a lot more, so if you want to join me in my daily life, I'd love to have you, and I'll put that link below. And like I said, this is my first YouTube video, so if I make some mistakes, please bear with me. It'll get better. Okay, so this is what it looks like up close. I do feel like it is very illuminating. I don't see any, I might have some texture through here that you can see and around my nose. But other than that, I would say this one isn't too bad. You might be able to get away with this one if you have larger pores. So, yeah, I'll keep trying that one. That's a first impression. I haven't used that before. So, let me see. I don't think I have a new foundation, so we're just going to go in with one that I enjoy using. I do use drugstore makeup, but I also love high-end makeup, so I do a little bit of everything on this channel. Before we go on with the foundation, I do want to talk about the beauty blender that was sent to me. Let's see here. It is a Beauty Blender BioPure makeup sponge made with a renewable 60% plant base. This vegan sponge delivers a natural skin-like finish. So that's really cool that it's got a 60% plant base in it, and it's vegan, and I like a skin-like finish. I don't want to look like I've packed on a bunch of makeup and have cake face. So I'm using the Rare Beauty foundation. This is an all-time favorite of mine in 210N. This is just one that it's always done really well for me. So, in a first impression of things, I like to use this one. It's very natural. I'd say medium, maybe buildable up to full coverage. I don't use a lot of really heavy full coverage just because with age I feel like it leaves a lot of creasing and wrinkles and nobody wants that. So I'm using my iPad to look into right now, and if you see me look away, I'm looking into my mirror. I do definitely think the sponge does give a very natural finish. Of course, if you go in with a brush with your foundation, I found you definitely get a higher coverage. So this foundation can be built up for sure. I have some scratches on my neck. Looks like my puppy got a hold of me. I have a 5-month-old pug puppy, and she is a wild child. I actually have 4 pugs in my house. I have a apricot pug, a silver pug, fawn pug, and a black pug. And my black pug is the one that is 5 months old, and she is so darn sweet. Her name is Queen. We call her Queenie Vader, because we kind of have a Star Wars themes going on. We rescued, my very first pug is actually my daughter's, and we rescued him, and his name was already Luke Skywalker. So of course we fell in love with him, and we got another one, and we just stayed with the theme. His name was Han Solo. He is giant. He is a big pug. And then we got a deaf pug, and his name is Chewbacca, Chewie, and he is the cutest thing, but he's autistic. I didn't even know dogs could be autistic, and they can't actually put them on a spectrum, obviously, but they show autistic tendencies. So, like, he has to circle so many times before he enters a room. He only turns to the right, and he just has really quirky behavior, and I just love him. It's so cute. And then our little Queenie, our baby, she is blind in one eye. It happened as a baby. I guess she was scratched by a litter mate, and it hurt her eyes. So, yeah, but she is absolutely gorgeous. It does not slow her down at all. And we just love them to pieces. We also have a cat that we rescued. She actually found us, and her name is, of course, Princess Leia, because it has to match. And my daughter has a pet pig named Jabba the Hutt. So, yeah, we obviously love animals in this family. Can't live without them. Okay, I like that sponge. I think it did a really good job. And I gotta be honest, I'm not a sponge girl. I really prefer brushes. I am feeling some weirdness right here. I don't know what is happening here. It's like it's not wanting to stick or something. Yuck. Nobody likes that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like pilling up and crusty looking right there. I don't know if that's just my skin, because it is starting to get dry. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see if we can fix that with some concealer. Alright, so for concealer, I'm going in with the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. I do prefer this one to natural Shape Tape because the regular Shape Tape is just really drying on my skin. And this one's a little thinner formula, so I don't know that it provides the coverage that the other one does, but I would much rather have this just so it doesn't dry out my under eyes. And I use shade 12 in this one. Anyway, let me know how your day's going in the comments. Do you prefer Shape Tape? And if you do you prefer the natural or the creamy? Here where I live, I live in Arkansas, and of course our weather changes constantly, but it is very humid all the time, and then it can be cold overnight. So it's very unpredictable. Setting spray is absolutely my best friend. I do not know what's going on over here. I do not like that at all. I wonder. Let me pull out a sponge real quick. I mean, not a sponge. I'm sorry. I'm using a sponge. A brush. Let me pull out a brush and see if we can fix it. Sorry, I've got my, I have my iPad sitting on my brushes because I do not have my stand yet. My husband actually just went to go buy one, so bear with me. I think I'd have a foundation sponge somewhere in here. Okay, let's try this. I really am thinking maybe this is not the sponge and this is just my skin being crusty and weird with allergies and stuff going on right now. So I'm going to continue to try that. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I just really feel like that's probably user error on my part. Skin error. So, do you guys prefer beauty blenders or sponges? Oh my gosh, that makes no sense. Joyce, wake up. Beauty blenders or brushes? Oh my goodness. And it's not even a Monday, so I have no excuse. Wow. Try not to highlight my nose too much because that obviously is not my best feature. And we're just doing a really natural get ready with me today. Just so we can try out some of these new products that was sent. I don't know if I love the sponge though. I feel like part of it might be my skin, but I feel like the other part is the sponge. I don't know. Like I said, we'll keep trying that. Okay, so on to, let's put some bronzer and stuff on. I'm totally unprepared today, so y'all bear with me. Alright, so I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Heatwave Luminous Bronzer. I really like this bronzer. It does have luminosity to it, but it's not so much that it leaves your skin like Tin Man, shiny, or unflattering in any way. It just gives a nice, healthy, like, sun-kissed glow. And right now, I don't know if you can see, yeah, my window's too bright, but it is sunny here, peeking through the clouds, but it's also rainy, so it's one of those days that you just have to prepare for anything. I'm not going to really do any contouring or anything today. Like I said, I'm just trying to use these products and test them that was sent to me. So, go around the forehead. I like to go up here because my forehead's rather large. So, do you guys have any pets? I'd love to see them in the comments. I am the biggest animal lover. I love all pets. Snakes, not my favorite. I am not nearly as scared of them as I used to be. Used to be terrified of them. I was born in Wyoming, and just story time here. We were getting my bicycle out of a shed, and we heard like, it sounded like air just going out of a tire. And so me and my brother was looking, trying to figure out what it was. I think I was 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. And I just remember my brother yelling snake and grabbing me and running. And he's like, just run. And it was the biggest rattlesnake. And if for any of my Wyoming people, you know how big those rattlesnakes get. And that was just so traumatizing. And then my brother ran off and left me because he was going to get help. But I'm like, no, don't leave me. I was so afraid it was chasing me because they're very aggressive. And it scared me to death. So ever since then, I have just been terrified of snakes. Which I know, you know, it was protecting itself. We were technically, you know, imposing on its area. But it was terrifying. Not a big fan. This really is just the prettiest bronzer. Definitely adds color back into the cheeks. I get a little heavy-handed with bronzers, not gonna lie. They are like one of my favorite things. I can never buy enough bronzers. My husband's always like, don't you have enough bronzers? I have a whole drawer of them. No, I don't. I can never have too much because, you know, we want it all. We want to try it all. Sorry, my hair is an absolute mess. Like I said, I did not plan on filming. So for my first video, you guys are getting a very raw Joyce. My real name's Jocelyn. I go by Joyce. My mom always preferred that name. My dad named me Jocelyn, and my mom did not love it. Okay, so we're also going to be trying this WellPeople. It is a super powder, brightening powder, so I think, you know, we're going to try it under the eyes and see if it's too luminous. I don't love too luminous powders under my eyes. I do like brightening, but luminous is not always my friend. With aging and wrinkles and stuff like that. So we're gonna give this a try. That's what it looks like. Very pretty, if you can tell in my lighting. And the compact's, you know, just really nice, simple. I like it. All right, if I can find my powder brush. I am totally not put together today. I have one I like to use for my under eyes. All right, this is a BH Cosmetics number 3, and we're just going to take some of this and make sure there's no creasing under the under eyes, which there definitely is. I am not loving this at all. Like I said, I don't know if this is, we have to fix this. I don't know if this is my powder, sorry, not my powder, my skin, what this is, what is going on. We're going to put a little more concealer, and I'm going to actually try this one more time. I never really have a lot of luck with sponges, and I don't know if it's because of, you know, just the way my skin is. I have a lot of wrinkles under there, but I just never feel like I get a nice clean base. It always kind of just pills up. If somebody has some solutions to that, please let me know. Like I said, I'm not a professional makeup artist. I am just a makeup enthusiast. I love everything makeup. High-end, drugstore, doesn't matter. Oh, this is not pretty. I'm just going to try warming that up with the finger. helping a little bit. Yeah, I just don't feel like it is distributing the product evenly. Sorry that I am having to keep looking over here. I don't have my setup together just yet. And we're going to go ahead and set that, even though I am not happy with it. We'll keep trying it. I feel like the powder is smoothing the best it can with the texture going on. So, yeah, I feel like the powder's nice. I'm going to go ahead and do it in the T-zone. I'm not oily, but I like to set that down and give it a little light right to the center of the face, and just kind of under here. I don't really bake. Baking has never worked out great for me. So I'm one of those people actually that can get away without powder because my skin is just so dry. I have been using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and it has helped it a lot, especially in the winter. That is my all-time favorite. Okay, enough jabbering. Let me get on with this. Let's go in. I'm using the Beauty in a Blinc Glow Getter Face Palette. It is a blush palette and a highlighter palette. I like that they kind of have a shade for everybody in here. That's nice. I got this in a recent Boxy Charm, so we're going to go in with the shade, I think we're going to go in actually with the Accomplished and Talented. We're going to mix these two together. I'm not going anywhere today, so I do like to put my blush a little higher on the cheekbone, just so it doesn't drag my face down. When you've got aging skin, I do not want to go down. This is a pretty blush. It builds up very nicely. Of course, you can always put it just on the apples of your cheeks if you want. I'm one of those people that usually like a really sculpted face, so I do not want to bring it down too far. I do like to run it across my nose a little bit. Not too much, and up here on the forehead. Okay, that was nice. We will go in with the highlighter. I do not like really shiny highlighter. I go through spells, but we're going to use, what brush is this? This is a Moda Studio. I don't see a number on here, just a Moda Studio brush. And I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, Empowered. Just put it up here on the cheekbone. I do not want it too close to my eye, especially with all that texture going on today. Very pretty. See, it is showing that texture right there, though. I don't care too much about that, but try to keep it out of there. Do like mine right on the end of the nose. And then I pinch the brush and just come up here. Just a thin line right there. Very pretty. Okay. I like that. That's nice. Okay, for eyes, let me see what I have. I do have the new Hocus Pocus Witching Hour. I'm the biggest Hocus Pocus fan. I absolutely love it. It just screams Halloween to me. It's been my favorite thing since, like, gosh, I think I was in junior high or high school when this came out. Yes, I'm aging myself right now. But I already told you I was in the 40s, so it's okay. But anyway, yes, I absolutely love Hocus Pocus. So I really like the collection that Colourpop did last year. But it was a little darker, a little more earthy tones. And this one is quite a bit brighter. They're kind of going more with the fun, more character side of it. That's what the palette looks like. It really is very pretty. But I'm not actually going to do a full look today. Like I said, I was not prepared at all to film. So, yeah, we're just doing something really simple. I have some stuff to do today, so I've got to hurry up and get out the door. But I'm going to actually just go in the crease with the shade Summon Us with a fluffy. This is a Jeffree and Morphe collab brush, and this is JS5. So there's quite a bit of kick up in the pan on that. And I'm not being precise at all with this. I'm just kind of putting it everywhere, all over the lid, gonna bring it out a little bit. Sorry, I keep looking away and my mirror's over here. I will get that fixed, I promise. Build that up there in the crease. Holding my brush way too close. If you hold your brush closer to the back, it actually provides more control and a better blend. Can bring that out a little bit. You hear dogs in the background. It's my pug snoring. If any of you got the palette, are you Hocus Pocus fans? I was actually really shocked at how many people have not seen Hocus Pocus. Really just kind of thought that was almost like Christmas movies. Everybody'd seen it. Okay, we are just going really simple with that. We might take a little bit of we'll deepen up the crease just a little bit, give it some depth. I have my Artiste, it's like a color switch that you can switch your, of course I dropped it, dadgummit. I'm not professional here, by any means. If you want professional, this is probably in your channel. Okay. Now we're going in with a Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to go into green, let's say green nude. Yeah, green nude. And it's kind of a dark greenish brown shade. And we're just going to go in the outer corner and deepen that up just a little bit. Again, I'm super sorry I'm having to look away, but all my stuff is over here for me to see what I'm doing. I tend to go back and forth on my shadow because I have loose skin, of course, being in my 40s. Something there. Ah. Like a fuzzy or something. Okay. So sometimes I have to go more this way to get it the shape that I want it. There we go. Yeah, just something to give it just a little bit of depth. Nothing much. I'm not going in heavy. I know someday I'm going to look back on this video and be like, oh, cringing. But gotta learn sometime, right? I just kind of go in small circles, especially in this loose skin in this outer part of my eye that likes to move. And then I just kind of take this side and try to wing it out. Just a little bit. I'll put a little more over here. I always do my foundation first, and just because that's how we always used to do it. Foundation was always first. But now, you know, it makes a lot more sense to do your eyes before you do your foundation. But I never remembered to do that. One of these days, maybe I will. And I don't need it real precise. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I gotta run a few errands, but wearing a mask, I mean. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that as it is. Those blended nicely. Let me take a fluffy brush, actually, a clean one, and just make sure I've blended all that really good. I don't always take the time to blend the best, especially when I'm not doing a intense eye look. Okay, good enough. We're leaving it at that. Alright, so, sorry, darn phone, hooked up to the iPad. Okay, so, yeah. Everything's looking okay, except over here where that makeup isn't wanting to set real good, but the powder helped quite a bit, so I like that. Okay, I'm going to go in with a deeper shade, I believe. Well, no, we'll leave it. We'll just leave it natural. We'll let the skin spots show. Don't always have to cover everything up. All right. Let me see, I guess we'll go in with mascara next. Curl the eyelashes. Does everybody curl their eyelashes? You know, I never used to do this, ever. But luckily my eyelashes aren't extremely straight. I never really understood the whole eyelash curling thing until I've gotten older, and it seems like my lashes have thinned. And they definitely have gotten straighter. Okay, we're going to go in with the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is a really good lengthening mascara. Yeah, I don't think it gives you maybe a lot of volume, but it definitely gives you a ton of length. And I always get too heavy-handed and end up with this all over my face. I do this with every mascara. My lower lashes, you can barely see them because they're blonde, but they're pretty long, and so I always end up with it under my eyes. I just wait till it dries, and I take a either a Q-tip, or like you can take the end of your spoolie that you do your eyebrows with and just kind of scrape it off. Don't you love the mascara faces too, by the way? I am so trying hard not to like do the full open my mouth and the wand on this is pretty, I'd say it's a medium-sized wand, but it's got like small rubber brushes on it, and normally I do not like that kind of a wand. I'm more of a natural wand, but this one does really well. I really like it. If you can hear my stomach growling, please know it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. I have a beauty room tour I had intended to upload. I haven't done it yet. I kind of wanted to sit down and introduce myself first, since this was my first video. Of course, I didn't expect for you guys to get me so raw, but that's what it is. And at least you get to see the real me before I actually fix my hair and look completely different. My hair is naturally curly and wavy and wild, so half the time I feel like I have a lion's mane on my head. See, it gives a lot of volume, and that's one coat on each one. I haven't dipped back in. Now let's dip back in. I don't usually use eyeliner unless see, told ya, I get too aggressive and it ends up on my face. And I'm an airhead, so if I start to say something and then I don't finish my sentence, yeah, that's me. Totally forget what I'm saying. And I gotta get used to this whole talking to a camera thing. It's really weird. What's your plans for the holiday? Anybody have Halloween plans? Halloween parties? Are you keeping it small due to the C word this year? I think we're gonna do an outdoor bonfire, and that way everybody can be spaced out, and do like a movie projector with a screen and play some scary movies, do some games, stuff that we can spread out and don't have to be on top of each other outside. Oh, here's where the ugly faces really come in. You see all these scratches on my hand? Yeah. That's a 5-month-old puppy. Pug puppy. You would think I own like a pit bull or something. You know, though pit bulls, I have honestly, they're such big babies. I have seen some that are really such big babies. They're so sweet. I feel like the little ones, half the time, are more aggressive than the big ones. Yeah, see? Story of my life. New mascara. Every time I do my mascara, I walk out looking like, you know, I belong in The Walking Dead. Speaking of The Walking Dead, season 11, it's coming. I'm so ready for it. Any other Walking Dead fans out there? We will be instantly best friends. I love it. Okay, let me see. I gotta let that dry, and scrape it away. That one there wasn't quite dry, so see. You don't wait till it completely dries, then you're just gonna smear it, but oh, I think that's a freckle. No, I don't even know what's freckles on myself and what isn't. I'm like, what is that? Can I brush that off? Okay. So I think we're just kind of looking at something for the lip. Oh my goodness, you know what I did? I had a Milk blush here that I was supposed to review, so I guess this will be in another video. This is the Bionic Blush and Mini Hydro Grip. No, wrong thing. See, I told you I'm an airhead. I can't even read. Okay, so this is the Bionic Blush, and it is a weightless veil of color. And so this one just kind of gives you a very sheer color. These are great to lay down and then put a powder blush over them. Just kind of helps them make it through the day and keep your blush. So you know how blushes, a lot of blushes after 3 or 4 hours, they just start to fade. And these blushes are supposed to last on their own, but I bet they would last really well with a powder over them. But we will try that next time. Let's see, let's go in and finish up the brows. I had already kind of filled them in. I'm not going too crazy today since I'm not doing anything major. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Brow Wow Duo, and I already used the powdered pencil, so I'm going to use the tinted gel end. It's pretty cool that you get both in this. Slightly kind of roll, get these unruly things in. You know, I'm from the era where we used to pluck our brows, so growing them out is completely different now. I'm trying to get on board with it. I really am. Kind of brush them up in the front and then just take them down. This is a really nice pencil and gel. I really do like this. Of course, Marc Jacobs don't do me wrong very often. It's a great brand. Yeah. So, enjoy that. Okay. So I think we're just going to go out in with a gloss. Hold on, I'm going to try to blend that. I don't feel like that's blended great. But I don't think it's the shadow. It's in that area where everything's just wanting to pill and crust up on me. And I think we will go back and highlight under the brow bone. Just going to use a flat. This is Lauralee Los Angeles, her L19. I love her. You guys really should go watch her if you don't. I'm sure most of you probably do, but I'm just going to put this highlight just right in the arch area. Give our eyes a boost, and then I'm going to take a smaller little brush. I don't even know what this one is. It's a Glamier. I think it's one I got in a BoxyCharm somewhere. And we're just going to put this in the inner corner here. Brighten it up. I don't always put shadow under my eyes. Sometimes I do. Not usually if I'm not going anywhere. This Blinc palette is really nice though. I really like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and set the face. We're going to use the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Like I said, this was gifted, but it's not sponsored in any way. First, let's see. Oh, okay. The mist is really good on this, so it puts out the product. Yeah, don't look at my nails either. Normally, I have my nails done, but they're getting a break right now. They've been tortured over the last few months, so I'm trying to give them a break. Alright, so after I spray that, I kind of like to take a sponge and just press in any droplets and under the eye area, just so we don't have any drops on our face. Things aren't settling in my wrinkles too bad up there. Okay. Yeah, I really like that. That's nice. Alright, I don't feel the need to powder because my face is so dry. I think what we did with the WellPeople, just the brightening and the T-zone, I think works great. And so we're just going to put a lip gloss on and call it a day. I like to go in after I do that, and I just usually get a Kleenex and I'll just pat it in. So it's really in there. Wipe it off on my fingers. So. Okay, well, I'm glad I got to meet everybody. Like I said, this is my first video, so it will only get better from here. Hopefully I'll have my ring light, my new setup, so I'm not having to film on my iPad. I do have a camera, but I'm trying to get a tripod and stuff set up for that, so bear with me. And if you just like playing with makeup and somebody that's real, I don't use fake filters or anything like that, obviously. And like I said, I am over the age of 40, so I'm looking for makeup that's going to not set in wrinkles and texture and that kind of thing. So anyway, I'd love to have you join me. Have a nice day. Bye.